The Malaysia construction industry is very important for the country's economic growth, with many companies on both sides of Malaysia helping build and improve infrastructure. For this segment, we are focusing on WCT Holding Berhad, a key company in this sector. WCT has started as an earthwork contractor in 1981 and has grown into an international recognized company that provide engineering, construction, property development, and management services. WCT operates in Malaysia, Vietnam, Qatar, UAE, and India, and has a large market share in the Malaysia construction industry. One of the WCT major projects is the Tun Razak Exchange Lifestyle Quarter. This project shows the WCT abilities and vision. Located in Kuala Lumpur Central Business District, the project aims to make the area as an international business and financial hub. The TRX Lifestyle Quarter is a mixed-use development that includes residential, commercial spaces, luxury hotel, large shopping mall, and the city's biggest public park. The TRX Lifestyle Quarter project scope is large and includes many features. It has luxury accommodations, 6 residential towers with various types of units, and over 1.3 million square feet of retail space with more than 400 stores. It also includes a large public park that covered 10 acres with interactive zone and recreational facilities. The project timeline includes the several key milestones. In 2015, WCT bought the land for Rm 223 million and got a Rm 754 million contract for roads and infrastructure development. In 2017, construction started with land lease project, Sdn Berhad as the development and construction manager. In 2018, WCT made a total Rm 555 million deal with land lease for the shopping complex, car park, and landscaping. The project is expected to be completed by late 2023 with handover plan for 2024.
Next, we're going to move to funding mechanism for TRX Lifestyle Quarter by WCT Holdings Berhad. First is equity financing, which has internal funds. WCT Holdings Berhad may use some of its retained earnings or proceed from other business activities to fund the TRX Lifestyle Quarter project. WCT Holdings Berhad recorded a strong increase in its operational profit in recent years, mostly due to the boost in commercial operation and fair value gains on investment properties. WCT's recent excellent operational profit growth contributes to the project financial performance. Besides that, we have joint venture. Working with other investors or real estate corporation on joint ventures and partnerships might generate considerable equity capital for the project. Potential partners could include multinational property developers or local government-linked enterprise (GLCs) that can provide additional equity funding. In this case, WCT Holdings Berhad and China Communication and Construction Group (CCCG) have formed a joint venture to construct TRX first residential property, Core Residence at TRX. WCT owns 20% of the joint venture company Core Precious Developments Sdn Berhad, while CCCG owns the other 80%. The project includes 2 service home buildings and 1 service apartment tower, with an estimated gross development value (GDV) of Rm 1.1 billion. The second one is debt financing, which inclusive of bank loans and syndicated loans. WCT Holdings Berhad, through its wholly owned subsidiary WCT Berhad, has obtained an Rm 555 million contract from Land Lease Project Sdn Berhad to build the TRX Lifestyle Quarter project. This big infrastructure project required significant finance, which was most likely obtained through a combination of bank and syndicated loans. Syndicated loans, in which a collection of institutions contribute cash, can spread the risk and provide the enormous capital required for such a large-scale development. Other than that is bonds and sukuk issuance. In the larger context, indicates that issuing bonds or sukuk is a frequent technique of raising funding for significant infrastructure projects in Malaysia. Bonds and sukuk can attract investors by giving regular interest payments or profit sharing in accordance with Islamic finance rules, making them an alternative source of debt financing. In conclusion, WCT Holding Berhad's participation in the Tun Razak Exchange TRX Lifestyle Quarter is a key undertaking in Malaysia's real estate and infrastructure sectors. A varied funding plan, including equity financing through internal funds and joint ventures, as well as debt financing through bank loans and syndicated loans, ensures the project's financial viability. The joint venture with China Communication and Construction Group (CCCG) for the Core Residence at TRX project highlights WCT's ability to work with other investors and acquire significant equity financing. WCT's recent excellent operational profit growth contributes to the project financial performance. Overall, the TRX Lifestyle Quarter project demonstrates WCT's experience in large-scale infrastructure construction, as well as its ability to manage difficult financial environments.
type of project financing that is suitable for WCT Holding, we choose to focus on Islamic financing options, which are popular for large-scale projects and offer appealing financing agreements. So we choose My Bank Islamic Term Financing I. I will talk about it based on 4 elements, which are financing structure, interest rate, repayment schedule, and collateral requirements. First, financing structure. My Bank Islamic Term Financing I uses a Sharia compliant contract known as Murabaha. This bank divides Murabaha into 2 categories, which are Commodity Murabaha Term Financing I (CMTFI) and Murabaha Term Financing I (MTFI). The Sharia contract used for CMTFI is also known as a cost plus profit sale through a Commodity Murabaha agreement. This method ensures a selling transaction between the consumer and the bank, with the customer making payment over an agreed upon term. Then, interest rate. My Bank Islamic Term Financing provides 2 types of interest rate, which are competitive profit rates and fixed or variable rates. For a competitive profit rate, the rates are reasonable. It will also determined by the customer creditworthiness and the project risk level. For the fixed or variable rate, it's allowing their customer to select between fixed or variable profit rates. Fixed rates guarantee repayment amounts, but the variable rate change the market conditions. Next, repayment schedule. My Bank Islamic Financing Term additionally provide a flexible tenure. This means that the repayment duration can be tailored to the project cash flow, ranging from 5 to 20 years or more, depending on the project size and kind. It also offers monthly, quarterly, and biannual payment. Biannual payment, also known as a semi-annual payment. Lastly, collateral requirements. My Bank Islamic Financing Term I will request project assets as a collateral. Typically, the collateral for the term loan is land, building, or project-related equipment. This is because the asset has a large enough cash reserve to cover the loan if something goes wrong. It also requires extra security.
Alright, now we'll continue with the benefits of Maybank Islamic Term Financing I. So the first one, it is Sharia compliant based on the Murabaha concept or cost plus profit concept. The second one, it offers competitive financing rates and margins suitable for large-scale projects like TRX Lifestyle Quarter project. The third one, it increases financing eligibility up to 70% of the borrower's gross income. The fourth one, it distributes risk between the bank and the borrower. The fifth one is it requires less documentation compared to the other home financing plans. Next, it shields against fluctuations in the SBR or standardized base rate. And lastly, it provides incentives for early settlement to enable faster loan repayment. Alright, now we'll move on to the products comparison to other banks. So when comparing Maybank Islamic Term Financing I to CIMB Islamic Term Financing I, Maybank tend to be more customizable compared to CIMB. Second one is Maybank often has a slight edge in large-scale contracts when comparing their profit margins. And lastly, Maybank also known for its strong customer service and relationship management. When comparing Maybank with RHB Islamic Term Financing I, Maybank tend to be more favorable and tailored to individual project needs compared to RHB. And Maybank's transparent fee structure and slightly better rates provides a modest advantage when compared with RHB's profit margins. And lastly, when compared with Standard Chartered Sadiq Islamic Financing, Maybank has local expertise and market knowledge for Malaysia-specific projects compared to Standard Chartered. And the second one, Maybank's specialized local support for Islamic finance solution is often superior to Standard Chartered Sadiq's locally tailored services. And lastly, Maybank is highly customizable, potentially offering more flexibility than Standard Chartered Sadiq's solution.
Let's move on to the next part, which is risk faced by the bank in supporting Tun Razak Exchange Lifestyle Quarter project. So, first of all, let's refer to the meaning of risk, which is risk refer to the unwanted event that will cause harmful impact. So, let's move on to the first risk, which is market fluctuation. Market fluctuation have two situations, which is upturns and downturns. For the
This case will refer the most on the downturns of economic, where it will cause decreasing in demand of luxury residence and commercial properties. This is due to the decrease in consumer confidence, and then it will change their behavior and their investment decision. So this will give impact and disrupt the payment process. So moving on to the next risk, which is construction delay. For the construction delay, it's most linked with the supply chain, which is in the construction mostly when there are issues in the delay in the construction supply. So it will be impact to the bank because the repayment process to the bank regarding the loan will be delayed too. So this is the second risk faced by the bank in supporting this project. So we are moving on to the last risk for the bank, which is interest rate. Interest rate sometimes have a low and high, so it will be changed. Normally will be changed and keep changing every day. So for the interest rate, when the bank charge high interest rate, for sure it will be costly to the construction company, where it will increase their cost of borrowing. So for the interest rate, when the high interest rate was charged on the construction company, normally they will choose bank with the low interest rate to make sure they secure their profit and not pay too much for the loan. So let's go roughly for the next part, which is risk management to mitigate the risk. Okay, we have 3 risk management here, which is secure the fixed price. This is focused to control the cost. The second one will be diversification, which is to share the risk with other sectors. And the third one will be hedging, which is hedge the interest rate fluctuations. That's all from us. Thank you.